What's up, everybody? This is Ike. I'm on Ustream. You see me on YouTube as well. This thing we're going to do every Thursday night when necessary. Now, the month of July will not be able to do this at all, just for the fact that I'm doing my July rehab, as some of y'all have probably paid attention to. But anyways, this is the first edition of Trucker Rag to You Live, and if you're sitting there looking at this for the first time, you're like, Trucker Rag to You Live, never heard of that. Go to ustream.tv/KE5WDP, and it should take you to my channel. And I say should, I'm not experienced at this stuff at all. Alright, what's going on in my world? I'll tell you what's going on is that I've been busy. I've been busy, but this week sucks, if that makes any sense. So like, I literally got here at 10 till 10. I was going to start this broadcast at 10, and I got here 10 minutes before 10. So I had to sit down and drink some tea and get freaking settled before I started, the recorded version of the broadcast. So anyways, I started off this week doing my usual run in San Antonio. Do that every Monday. As a matter of fact, you can probably go down through Ustream and see that I actually recorded some of that. Unfortunately, you were sitting there looking at my head and the back of the steering wheel. It wasn't very good shots, but I think we fixed that, and I may do that every Monday, but come to think about it, I may not. So y'all stay tuned for that. Crap, I got another thing popping up here. This is all live. See, if this was a literal YouTube thing, I would have edited that part out. Anyways, where was I? Oh, okay. I went out down to New Orleans Tuesday. Well, actually, I went down to Alexandria, spent the night at the Home Depot there, and then ended up in New Orleans. And then Wednesday night, got loaded up to Bogalusa, drove up here today, unload, and now I'm here. So usually tonight I'm usually sitting in Oklahoma City, not Dallas. So therefore I don't have diddly squat for tomorrow, which is nothing but a little local run. And anyways, so see, telling you, live stuff right here. I would have edited that part out. So I'm sitting here not doing much for tomorrow, which is kind of cool for a Friday, but I'd rather make the money. I mean, it's probably going to cost me about $300 to not go to Oklahoma City tomorrow. So like $300 or $400. It's quite a bit of money that I'll be out. So yeah, I had a text message. Yes, I did. It was from Facebook, commenting on one of my posts. I need to turn. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this phone and shove it. Not really. It's an expensive phone. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Turn it off. No more distractions for me. At least not from my phone. Maybe someone coming up here. I've been asked about Bonehead Truckers. I haven't done any lately. Those seem to be the most favorite videos, because everybody just loves the bonehead, right? If it bleeds, it leads. Unfortunately, I see them all the time, but I'm driving down the road and I can't sit there and film them with the camera. So, but over the next couple months is summertime, obviously, and I'll have my wife and my kids. This is what y'all do when y'all try to make me laugh. I minimized you. Alright, there we go. I'll open you back up here in a minute. And the people on YouTube are thinking this guy's crazy. You have to be on Ustream to figure this stuff out. I'll open y'all back up here in a minute. So, gosh, where the heck was I? So, but yeah, the next couple months of summertime, of course, my wife and my kids, we're going to be, my wife and my daughter, not at the same time, just separately, but they'll be riding with me, and I'm going to put the camera in their hand and say, hey, film, and just get a whole bunch of road shots. And you remember those videos I did with Butler and Estrella? Well, I'm going to do. I'm going to keep a lot of those road shots and just use them over time. And hopefully I could catch a bonehead going down through there. So that'll maybe bring up the bonehead count on my stuff there. So, anyways, that's the thing. I'm here at the Schneider yard, and from what I understand, there's a truck here that was on fire or been in a wreck. And I'm fixing to go after this broadcast is over. I'm fixing to go and check it out. So, but for now, I'm just looking at a bunch of sleeping trucks. Went inside a while ago, and there's some guys watching a basketball game. I'm interested in the game, but I had this commitment. What else is going on in the trucking industry? Not really much at this moment. Oh, we got the DOT safety check coming up, y'all. So it'll be coming up. I think it's next week. It's not then. It's the following week. It's 72 hours, and we want to. This is where I need the chat room, so y'all can help me out on the dates if y'all got it. So sorry for minimizing you. Yeah, okay, it's next week. It's 72 hours, and trust me, the DOT are practicing. They are practicing. Alright. Trucker Jesse asks if do trucking companies hire with tattoos on their neck and hands? I've seen all sorts of drivers out there with tattoos on their necks and hands and everything. I mean, I don't know if they discriminate. I haven't seen it. I'll tell you one thing what happened here. During my orientation here with Schneider almost a year ago, I'm about less than 2 months shy, and there was this girl sitting behind us, right? Well, the girl was trying to be a dude. I mean, John Deere cap and just Justin boots. I mean, just decked out, short hair, no makeup on, and real rough looking, you know. And but obviously she was a girl, because you could kind of tell by the chin and way they walk, and you know, just her makeup, and she had a female name, for crying out loud. But anyways, some dude came in there. It was one of the, I'm not going to say who, but works up here at Schneider. Started making a joke, and he said, before he told his joke, he says, "Is there any women in here?" Looking around and said, "No." All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tell the joke. Well, she just daggum started crying, bawling back there, because I looked and I was like, but that's what you get for trying to make yourself into something you're not. See, I don't know, that's my opinion. But anyways, how long did it take me to get a new truck? I got a new truck from the day one I got here. And then once I got 60,000 miles on it, they got another one. This is what happens with Schneider Dedicated. They have a certain amount of trucks that they have per dedicated. You know, okay, we have 25 drivers. Well, they have 25 trucks that they keep, and we have extra trucks up here. They're like, just in case one of our trucks goes into the shop, we have a loaner. And so we have, I don't know, we probably have about 28 to 30 trucks assigned to our dedicated account, if that makes sense. So my old truck got passed down to another driver when I got this truck. When we get new trucks, we get new trucks assigned to this account. So with my experience and you know, and stuff, me working hard, I guess, I don't want to sit there and toot my own horn, but he sat there and said, "Hey, you're the one that makes the most money out of here." So out of the dedicated. So I basically, he said, "Hey, you want a new truck?" Even though you kind of already do. I was like, well, they are condos, and I am 6'4", and those old gliders, you know, gave me lots of headaches, and I'd rather drive a Kenworth than one of those gliders. You know, at least a Kenworth you can stand up in the sleeper. But so he hooked me up with this one. My truck got passed down, and we got 2 more trucks the other day We may have even more that's going to be assigned to drivers on our account. So it just really depends, and it's easier if you're undedicated. So, anyways, I don't have trip pack on mine because it was. We do TransFlow, and we got TransFlow here at OC, and then about every truck stop there is. How come everybody talks about crap on Schneider? Let me tell you why they talk crap on Schneider, and it censored it out. Who sounds like Hondo? Tell me who sounds like Hondo. You tell Hondo I said he was. Well, never mind. Oh, you're talking about that guy tells a joke? No, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That was someone else. And since you're on with Schneider and you're going through this orientation stuff, probably, I'm not going to tell you who it was. But how come everybody talks crap on Schneider? Well, when you're the big dog. Oh, you're already done with orientation. Okay, I didn't know. So I thought you said you were gonna. Oh, you finished today. Okay, that's right. It ends today. Hit me in the head, why don't you? People talk smack on the big companies like Schneider, JB Hunt, Swift, appropriately. But I will tell you the worst companies. When people talk smack about particular companies, I'll tell you what, if they're true or not. There goes someone running. Kid. Anyways, Warner, bad. CR England. And the reason why I say CR England is because of last night I was just searching around on YouTube, before I went to bed. And I usually don't watch other trucking videos. I get bored. I get bored with mine. So, and besides, I don't want to come across as stealing someone else's material. So, but I got to watching some videos anyway, and I clicked in search for CR England because I saw a bunch of negative stuff. And sure enough, they're just negative drivers, former drivers, talking about how they got screwed around. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I don't see very many nice videos unless CR England put it out. So I would say CR England is probably one of the worst out there. They're going to try to make you lease it on the truck. You don't want to do that. Don't ever want to do that. So, you work for Warner? How long you work for Warner? I worked for Warner in 2002 and 2006 into 2007. And so my deal is with Warner is not how they like to put the screw job to you like CR England does. At least they'll give you a truck. And I've heard CR England had to pay like $100 just to put in your application. You freaking kidding me? Oh my word! And people do this too. Man. So, but Warner, the thing is I don't like about Warner, especially bad here in Dallas, is that they treat you like crap. You call up anybody here in Dallas or in Omaha for that matter, and it's like, what do you want? You're just a truck driver. I don't want to talk to you. You truck drivers are scum. And that's what we get. And that's what I always got, And I would ask a legitimate question. I would maybe call recruiting saying, hey, you got any dedicated spots open? I'm a current driver. No. Hang up on you. Maybe not that quite harsh, but basically it's like, but if you're not a current driver, they'll treat you like gold. But once they got you, you turn in your truck to the shop, and they're sitting there looking at you like, all right, give me the keys. And then you got to wait somewhere. You go up there and say, hey, what's the status of my truck? We'll let you know when you're ready, that kind of stuff. I don't like Warner. So, did I drive trucks in 1996? No, I started in 2002. That's when I started. Swift and Knight aren't bad. You always hear stuff about Swift, and Swift is, they hire rookies, and they're a training company. They don't really like to have a bunch of experienced drivers. I mean, if you do, get on their experience, fine. But I can't really speak much. But I don't hear that much negative stuff about Swift, other than drivers who have never driven with Swift before. You know how funny that is. So it goes a long way if you know what you're talking about. And going back to the whole who's dissing on Schneider stuff, most of the people who diss on Schneider don't know anything about it. I'll get comments on my YouTube videos, Schneider related, and most of them are like, why would anyone want to drive for Schneider making 28 cents a mile? You got 10 years experience? Or they'll say, automatically think I'm a rookie. And let me tell you, I get paid very well. I'm in the mid 40s, and I make a good paycheck with all the drops and the miles and everything that I do. I haven't had a paycheck under $1,000 in months. Okay, and that's, we're talking, it's up there. So, have you thought about getting on with the local company and running the Southwest Texas drilling rigs? I have done that, and I guess the company that I drove for, I didn't really like the boss there, so I went back to doing. It wasn't the work itself. Hauling salt water is easy, but it was just some of the people you're working with, a lot of convicts and stuff like that. Not that all convicts are bad, but I'm just saying. But yeah, Schneider, I don't know if they started to slack off from around here. I don't see them hiring a lot of Schlumber J drivers. Maybe they're all full up. I mean, the guy that just came in and talked about how he just came through orientation. I don't know how many, if they were talking about doing more hiring for Schlumber J, but from what I understand, I mean, it's good if you're starting off. But if you've been doing it for a while and you're doing that, I would probably, and I would be totally honest here, if you want to make darn good money, I would not go in the oil field with Schneider. But if you're starting off, I think it'd be great for you. Put in a couple of years. I mean, gosh, you can be making $50,000 your first year. Most truckers don't make that in their first year, and unless they just get lucky. And so go for it if you're just getting out there. But man, if you've been out here for a few years, and you could probably make closer to $70,000-$80,000 a year minimum with some of the other independent trucking companies. The per diem thing is, I have mixed feelings about it. I don't have per diem on dedicated, so I can't really speak for with Schneider, but with other companies, I've had it. Paychecks were a little bigger, and I still got money back at the end of the year, so it's not screwing you too much. I don't know what the big hype is about it, against it, but I mean, I've never experienced anything bad with it. So, but there's a lot of debate about per diem. So, got questions about I'm not dropping hook. I drop and hook at my shippers, which is Mason Outdoors. But my what do you call it? When I had the delivery route, you know, and I'll have 4 drops to. Well, I had here a few weeks ago. I had 11 drops on one trailer. Turn around and do it all over again. So the shippers drop and hook Mason Outdoors pretty much, and then but other than that, but that's why I say, I mean, that week that I had 11 drops on that Friday load, it was just a local run. I didn't have very many miles that week, but I made $600 just on drops alone. And I made like, let's see, I grossed about, what was it, $1,400 that week, so not too shabby. You can probably get rid of per diem afterwards. That way you have more control over your per diem. I don't like. I mean, they already have so much control over your money, anyways. You know, and so when you have the option. Oh, sorry, my screen went blank. There we go. When you have the option to get off of it, it's up to you. If you know, like your paychecks being $20 more. You know, but I mean, it's still going to end up the same anyway. You know, so like I said, I've never been. Yeah, the drivers up in North Dakota who they probably average more than 80,000 a year, just because they're going to pay more. A lot of people don't want to work up there. They do in the summertime, but not in the wintertime. Maybe this winter, maybe. Wasn't that bad up there, but from understanding, it's brutal. Not like ice road truckers, but alright, I guess we're back on now, huh? It just said finding server daggum Snyder Wi-Fi for you. I didn't have this problem on at the Home Depot the other night, so we'll see how that ended up. Anyways, okay, tell me how you get 500,000 miles under your belt and you're under 21, because I am calling BS on that. Alright, while he's explaining that to us, I'm going to kind of go over a couple of things that, no, I'm not. Heck, I don't know what I'm going to do. See, this is the stuff that I edit out. All these brain farts I get. I'm going to do this. Oh my God. Then I'm going to do like this. I don't know how much raw footage I have of me doing like this. You know? But, anyways. Explain it for us, Jesse. 500,000 miles. And he's still under the age of 21. I mean, you know. That's about 5 years worth. 4.5, maybe. Conservative. Top it out. Top it. He may be going through a commercial. But see, those of you folks on YouTube are missing out on the chat. You need to sign up on Ustream. You don't actually have to sign up for Ustream. You can go under guests. We got a lot of guests in here. So anyways, 3 years, you got 500,000 miles. Can I ask how? Because I like to know. Anyways, let me do a little promo here. We're going up to commercial. Alright. You know how they do on TV shows? And I would do this if this was actually a YouTube video and wasn't live. One of these days I'll figure it all out. Anyways, alright, here's my commercial. Hello, my name is Ike. I am a truck driver and I like Dr. Pepper. I have a big belly. I drink Dr. Pepper. Alright, that's in my commercial. There we go. Yeah, most of the people that found this is in between YouTube, but mainly on Facebook, because obviously, you know, I told people on YouTube to come over on Facebook, so that way I can put a I'll let y'all know when I'll be broadcasting. Because if I was on my normal Friday run, I would have been broadcasting at 8 o'clock and already been done with, and I'm back there watching some dirty movie on Netflix, you know. Okay, so do you have Jesse says that his dad let him do it. If I read right, was it your dad? Yeah. And I'm trying to read fast and everything, just kind of skimming through what you got. So you've got definitely, you know what to do, but when you tell a trucking company that, they're going to say, well, that's not official. So there you go. Now you can tell your buddies in the pool hall that all day long, but when you go into a trucking company, they'll sit there and they say, you know, it's not official. But like I said, drivers, you know, you're just casual talking to. It's like you got 3 years under your belt there. So, you know, that's the thing about trucking. Trucking, you set your own rules out here. You know, I mean, the companies, they have their rules, but we have our rules too, unwritten rules. And CR England has their rules, and they expect their rules to stay on the road. Like I was watching, what got me watching those CR England videos last night, they had some silly goofy dude on there saying, this is how you drive in a truck stop. And here he is at idle speed in first gear driving around the truck stop. You know what? If you're sitting there idling through a truck stop and there's no trucks around you, maybe that's a good way for you not to make any money. You know, I put that on their thing and it said it. You know, I did a comment basically saying, man, y'all spend so much time in those truck stops, no wonder your drivers ain't making no money. I put a thing on there, and I guess it's CR England's thing, and it's pending, so I bet they'll say delete. They'll never get to see that. That's what I don't like about the, you know, they're promoting their company, and I understand it, but my gosh, on my videos, I mean, I take the negative and the positive. I don't care. I think healthy debate is, you know, anything, but I'm not promoting anything. I'm just out here just doing my thing. But yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke about the whole CR England in a truck stop. Sorry, you guys on YouTube, if you're offended about the CR England stuff. Sorry, but it's a joke. I understand when you go into your safety office and they make you sit in front of a computer and they say, watch these videos. I understand that. Alright, they make a safety video and everything, and you're supposed to watch it and maybe go maybe have a test, and you gotta say true, false, true, false, true, false. Will I pass? Give me a sticker. That's one thing. But to put that crap on YouTube, it's like, are CR England drivers that, oh, man, I feel for people going to CR England blindly without doing their research, because, you know, not everybody's dumb, but CR England thinks they are, because they make you idle through damn truck stops, you know. Yeah, let's see, 439084. You need to put a name to your daggum deal there, so I don't know. They haven't come across, told me not to stop at a Flying J because someone got hit, you know. No one's ever really told me that. I mean, they may say it up there in the upstairs, but you can get hit anywhere. Not just no flying J. You can get hit. You can get hit here at the OC. This OC's sometimes get pretty cramped up. So I don't blame you for trying to stay away from. I mean, I like to pick a nice small truck stop with Mom and Pa. Of course, I can't take a shower there unless I want to spend $11 on a freaking shower. My gosh, for that I'll just shower in my truck. But yeah, you'd be a 4th generation driver. Well, I'm a 1st generation driver. I'm a first. Trucker Jesse is a 4th. So, Trucker Jesse, are you going to sleep? Are you going to go with a big company, or are you going to do something small? Because a lot of people start off big companies, usually stick around because they're trained properly. But there is cases. I will tell you that when I worked at Color Spot Nurseries, and a friend of mine that he was started off driving a straight truck. He didn't need a CDL for. It was just no air brakes or anything like that on there. And he thought, well, I want to make more money, so I'm going to drive a semi. So he didn't have to go to school because we taught him. The semi drivers, we taught him how to drive. And there's a few other drivers like that too, but he's the one that really caught on real easy. And he's still trucking today. And I think sometimes truck schools are overrated, but a lot of these big companies expect you to do it. So I mean, CRST, stay away from CRST. You looking for Schneider Regional for Schneider, huh? Are you driving for him now? You going through orientation? You in school or what? Okay, you're going through school. Well, 4 weeks in, you should be done. I was done in school in 4 weeks. 10 weeks, man. Is that school 10 weeks? I guess, I don't know. I mean, I went through school for a month and I was out on the road. Local stuff's not really stressful. Depends on what you call local. I mean, if you did Dallas every day, yeah, that's pretty freaking stressful. But if you were say in a smaller big town like Oklahoma City or something, that ain't nothing. Yeah, you only had a week. Well, a week's a little too small. 4 weeks with ATDS out of Waco is where I did mine, and we did classroom stuff. I mean, by the time I got out of there, shoot, I was freaking floating gears and everything. 4 weeks, so. If I did New York every day, I don't know. I've never been to New York City. Been to New York, and I haven't been to New York City. A lot of drivers sit there and they brag about going to. Well, I've been to New York City driving this, that, and the other. Man, you're not a trucker if you've been to New York City. Well, you know what? I guess I'm not a trucker then, because I ain't going. I ain't looking forward to going. Been to Chicago at nauseum, but main thing about Chicago, stay on the beaten path. You make a wrong turn, you're going to see a low clearance real fast because they're everywhere. But stay on the beaten path, you'll be alright. Know where you're going. And I guess that would, help with, New York too, because if you know where you're going, like, call your customer up. They're probably used to telling drivers, say, all right, take a turn here, take a turn there. Of course, you want to stop and write it down. And if you're anything like me, and you're asking directions from them Yankees up there, it's like sitting there, all right, slow down so I could write this out, because I'm texting, everything's slow. So, anyways, that's just how it works with me. But it's not east is so bad. It's just so many people, and there's not enough road. The East Coast, Northeast is really bad, but the East Coast, you get down below Maryland and it's not too bad. I mean, outside of Washington D.C., you get down in Virginia and the Carolinas, it's actually quite nice. But Pennsylvania and New Jersey and upstate New York is really, really nice up there. And same thing with PA. So, do I have a fridge in my truck? It's a cooler. It's like a Coleman cooler I bought at Walmart, and that keeps everything cold, keeps my meat cold, keeps my milk, tea, Dr. Pepper, everything. As a matter of fact, if I put my Dr. Pepper cans in there, it'll freeze up my cans. So, yeah, they work great. They really do. When I was with Butler, screen turned off again. When I was with Butler, I had a big old, like a 2,000 watt inverter or something like that. I had a microwave running off of it and everything. It was nice. I could watch TV and eat a nice warm dinner every night and all that stuff. So can't do that here with Schneider. And I asked about it. I say, hey, at Butler, they installed it for us, and they did it professionally. Fuses and everything. 4 fuses on that thing. And no fires, no nothing. And they would sit there and show you pictures of drivers, who had put inverters, burnt, trucks burnt down. And I'm sitting there telling that guy, and I'm saying, if y'all was to do it correctly, you wouldn't have that problem. Say, hey, you're okay with them. We'll let you have them if you let us install them. If it was something like that, but they didn't want to hear that. So, oh no, we can't do that. Well, it's your company. There we go. There we go. Anyways, they didn't want to hear what I had to say on the whole thing with that. But it's their trucks. Do what they want to. And I'm not going to be at home, or I'm not going to be on the road that much to really get good use out of them. I don't have a TV in my truck. Don't want a TV in my truck. Just do this. Alright, well, that's going to be it for the recorded version of Trucker Rag You Live. This part of it will go up on YouTube. So, anyways, for those of you on YouTube watching, this is what you missed. Get in the chat room and be involved. And that's it. Go to www.ustream.tv/KE5WDP. I think it'll take you. Look for me on Facebook. I'll send you links on Facebook all day long. Facebook.com/KE5WDP. And of course, those of you who are here, which I doubt, but those of you who are here on Ustream right now that don't know about my YouTube videos, go to www.youtube.com/KE5WDP. Search in Trucker Rag You or Bonehead Truckers or just something stupid, and you'll find me. So, anyways, that's it for the recorded version. And 73.